Edmonton's #1 hit music station, 104.9 Virgin Radio.
Good stuff. Great stuff. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I am so excited to talk to you again. You were here in July in the studio with us.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, and so
Very tired version of myself. Anytime I'm in a radio station, like early in the morning on tour, it's like 50% of who I actually am.
True, because you came in from Calgary the night before too. So
Really? Yeah.
I remember that perfectly. I have to ask though, because when you were here last time, Sonder hadn't come out. And obviously the tour hadn't started. So just tell me about those two things individually.
Both things have been fantastic. Both things have colored my life in the loveliest way. It's to be honest, I'll say like the best thing for me, and one of the best things in my career is making the set list for this tour we're currently on, and putting that first album alongside the second and kind of making them go like this. That's been the best, because it's just like songs like Homeward sort of being like just after things like Outnumbered, to me, it's just a lovely mix. It just feels like it's great. I'm glad they can exist beside each other.
I absolutely. And you know what? I came to Vancouver to see you because at the time you did not have an Edmonton date. So
yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. More than happy to come to Vancouver. That's the second time I've come there to see you. Phenomenal. It was for me too, as a fan of yours. You know, the first time I saw you, you were in a small bar here in Edmonton called Union Hall, and then to see you play Rogers and like literally in front of a sold out crowd there, like it was incredible. And you're right, the way you have all your songs integrated together and everything was just incredible. Like, talk about the kickoff for that, because that was in Vancouver, this leg of the tour.
Yeah, and one of the biggest shows of the tour, right? So it's this really, to be honest, it was just really nice. It's really it's almost as if like when you're on tour, you go like this, and you need certain nights like that just to give you this boost and to keep you going and to remind you why you do what you do, because it's a lot, you know, and like you do it for months, and it's sort of, it can be exhausting, but also it's the best thing in the world. And also, so nights like Vancouver, it gives you a boost, especially because we came from doing shows in the UK, and then we had a bit of time off, and then to come back to that energy in Vancouver, it was just, it was the best way to start the tour.
So I do have to ask, because like I said, we came to Vancouver because you didn't have an Edmonton date. We were so happy to wake up the next day to see you added 6 more Canadian stops. What made you do that?
Just, I feel like people like my music, and if someone likes my music, I'm going to go there. And so, yeah, just exciting. Also, I think it's important, you know, I think it's crazy sometimes when you're kind of like North American tour and it's like Montreal and Toronto, and that's it, you know, like I think, and you see that happen too often. And I think even the small window we got with the Sean shows, like playing Calgary and Edmonton and stuff, it just is, it's just important to me to kind of go to places where people want to see you play. I think like even in Ireland, I'm having that, like in June, we got 2 shows in Dublin, but then we're going down the country, because I was aware if we put on more shows in Dublin, it's just going to be people from there traveling to Dublin. So it's just like, we should just go to where they are.
And
so yeah, it's quite simple.
That's so funny too, because we got on the plane, my best friend and we sat beside 2 girls that were coming specifically for your show. So from Edmonton coming to Vancouver. So you're right. We're traveling for you. So hey, I am thrilled that we get to see Sonder in Edmonton. We've been giving tickets away here on Virgin Radio, and it has been a hit. There's a lot of hype for it. So we are
I'm excited.
So excited to have you here in October. A Friday night, it doesn't get much better than that. We cannot wait.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
It's going to be great. So you teased a new song you are dropping next week. Don't Forget Me. Tell me about that.
Just a big one. I mean, like, it's funny to release a song within the bubble of tour, you know, it's kind of, it's a funny way to do it. And so I think the most exciting element for me is getting ready to play it live. And I think we might play it tonight for the first time and stuff like that. And so, it just feels huge as a song. And I know it's going to be massive live, but also it has all these kind of really intimate and kind of like sort of very delicate lyrics that I'm very proud of. So it feels like best of both worlds for me.
I'm so excited about. I even like that you had to correct too on your Instagram post. It had the wrong word there, and I love that you added.
That's so important.
Yeah, and that's once you saw the word and you saw the whole lyric put together, you're like, wow. Like again, like I said when you were here last time, your lyrics are just so profound, and the meaning always has to be there. And I love that you even corrected that.
Nice one. Yeah, I just think I sometimes get scared about lyrics becoming less important, and even just like caring about lyrics is less isn't as much of a prominent thing. And so when I get the chance, I think it's very important, because I know the people who like my music care about lyrics, and so I know the people who follow my page, for example, care about, like, is it this word or is it that word, and what does this word mean? And so that stuff is important. Very
important, especially as someone who has your lyrics tattooed on them. Last time you were here, I actually asked if you could sign a piece of paper so I could add your signature to my arm. So I did that. Well,
oh, wow.
And oddly enough, again, I was working yesterday, and Luke says to me, do you have time to interview Dermot tomorrow? And I will drop anything when I get a chance to speak to you. One. But the funny thing is, I actually already have a tattoo booked next week, and I was going to add some Moments Past lyrics. So
no way. Okay.
Yes. So I am so excited that I got to talk with you in studio last July. We've seen you in Vancouver. We're going to see you again here in Edmonton. So I hopefully, I don't know if you're in Calgary the night before or the night after Edmonton, but hopefully you'll get some time. We can see you here in studio in Edmonton in October, if that works out.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be great.
Nice.
I have one more question for you. The song that came out, Won't Back Down, Fast X soundtrack. Did you actually get to be with Youngboy and Bailey Zimmerman to actually collaborate it, or was it one of these ones where everyone was somewhere else and everything just came together?
Everyone was somewhere else, but also it's funny because it would be preferable, right? Like the more connected experience when we're all in the studio together, blah, blah, blah. But it also is kind of sick to me that there's these other creatives dotted around the world, and we're all doing our own thing, and we're all on tours, and we're all making music. But there's such a commitment to this one song. To me, that's a very kind of cool thing, and I like the way it came together.
Are you a big fan of the Fast X, the Fast and Furious whole line? I truthfully can't say I've seen a full movie, so I can't speak on it.
Have you not? Yeah.
No.
I've seen a bunch of them. It's it's good. It's chaos. It is just chaos. And I think when you just give yourself up to it, they are great.
That's amazing. I am so excited. Thank you so much for taking the time with us. We cannot wait to see you in October. The fans are super excited. Like I said, giving your tickets away has been such a hit and so easy for me, because I'm I get so pumped. So thank you so much for not forgetting us here in Edmonton, and I cannot wait to see you in October.
Nice one. Thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of your tour. We'll talk to you soon.
See you in a bit.
Okay.
All the best.
Bye.
Edmonton's #1 hit music station, 104.9 Virgin Radio.